You are now entering the Rawrrzone.
USO 82.3 FM, we're the independent artists. Now streaming on all smart TVs. Decide the Live 365 channel and search PUSO. PUSO 82.3 FM, where the independent artists are the stars.
You're now listening to the Evening Rush Network.
Rolling over the Golden Gate, city waking up, hear the trolley brakes. Started where the corner boys to the orchestrate. Dreams in the concrete trying to generate. Now it's rooftop views by the waterline. Now it's champagne toast while the skylight shine. From the scope to the world, yeah, the stars align. I'm 20 summers in, yeah, it's perfect timing. Mama said move smooth, never chase the shine. Now it's cognac glass in my cufflink shining. From the blocks to the church, yeah, it's perfect alignment. Now the whole city moving when I'm rhyming. DJ, let it breathe real slow. Let the horns come in, let the live drums roll. That's that cookout classic with a global glow. Dance like it's 92, y'all. Let's go. I said bounce with it, slide with it. 92 vibe, let's ride with it. I said hey, okay. Dance like it's 92 all day. I said bounce with it, slide with it. 92 vibe, let's ride with it. I said hey, okay. Dance like it's 92 all day. Yeah, sun's out, shades on, feeling real cool. Slide to the function like I made all the rules. DJ spin it back, don't play it low. If it ain't got that bounce, then the party don't move. Hold up, who got the vibe on lock? Got the crowd hella lit when the beat drop. Got two-stepping out his flip-flops. Auntie's all feeling, but she's still on top. I'm like, wait, let me talk my talk. I'm a smooth operator when I hit that walk. From the phone 15 where we mobbing floss. Now the whole world copy how the bass just talk. Left side bounce, right side lean. If you feel that slap, gon' step on the scene. When I step on the stage, whole crowd go yay. From the phone 15, let me hear y'all say. I said bounce with it, slide with it. 92 vibe, let's ride with it. I said hey, okay. Dance like it's 92 all day. I said bounce with it, slide with it. 92 vibe, let's ride with it. I said hey, okay. Dance like it's 92 all day. Now I say two-step, you say slide. Two-step, two-step. When I say old school, you say vibe. Old school, old school. When I say two-step, you say slide. Two-step, two-step. When I say old school, you say vibe. Old school, old school. Slide on them, glide on them. Keep it playing my when we ride on them. From the 415 to the globe. Dance like it's 92, let's go. I said slide on them, glide on them. Keep it playing my when we ride on them. From the 415 to the globe. Dance like it's 92, let's go. I said bounce with it, slide with it. 92 vibe, let's ride with it. I said hey, okay. Dance like it's 92 all day. I said bounce with it, slide with it. 92 vibe, let's ride with it. I said hey, okay. Dance like it's 92 all day.
Can't believe I'm still alive, I tell him God did it. Overcoming every demon, every lie's bed. Devil thought he had me, you would think that I was tired tripping. So you know I'm coming with the heat like it's July with it. 2025 had a little bit of pride to it. I was fighting with the flesh, I had to die to it. Difference between a blessing and a curse is that it's my doing. You just gotta vibe to it, baby. It's a new year, happy new year. Tell them it's a new you, what it do, yeah. If you stepping out on faith, you deserve a new pair. If it wasn't for his grace, would you even be here? Oh no, run through, baby, who cares? He gon' work it out for you, living proof care. Travel out of new jeans, cutting loose, yeah. Now I'm walking in the truth. Let me introduce, yeah, yeah. I don't ever gotta worry about it. He gon' handle it like he don't play about me. If he said it, he gon' stand on it like you don't know my Lord. Yeah, my God, he my champion. Any weapon from against me finna cancel it. Two-stepping, baby, I'ma put a dance on it like I don't ever gotta worry about it. He gon' handle it like you don't play about me. If he said it, he gon' stand on it like you don't know my Lord. Yeah, my God, he my champion. Any weapon from against me finna cancel it. Two-stepping, baby, I'ma put a dance on it like
he said no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I laid it at his feet and at the altar. And anytime I'm feeling weak, I close my eyes and bow my head. Cause we all know he don't play about his daughters. And I ain't never played about my father. Just need a bit more faith to go harder. If he said it, then he meant it. Said he'd do it and he did it right. So now we really moving smarter. This that feel good music, make you heal good music. This that sing because I'm happy and I still could music. Holy Spirit, feel better than the real good music. When the views don't mean nothing and he still gon' use it. What you know about your faith making you a champion. Almost giving up, but you knew that he would handle it. I'm back and better than he there when no one understands. So name a better friend, I placed it in his hands.
I don't ever gotta worry about it. He gon' handle it like he don't play about me. If he said it, he gon' stand on it like you don't know my Lord. Yeah, my God, he my champion. Any weapon from against me finna cancel it. Two-stepping, baby, I'ma put a dance on it like I don't ever gotta worry about it. He gon' handle it like you don't play about me. If he said it, he gon' stand on it like you don't know my Lord. Yeah, my God, he my champion. Any weapon from against me finna cancel it. Two-stepping, baby, I'ma put a dance on it like I don't ever gotta worry about it. He gon' handle it like he don't play about me. If he said it, he gon' stand on it like you don't know my Lord. Yeah, my God, he my
And we are back. See, StreamYard's trying to do its StreamYard thing, but what's up, everyone? It's your homegirl, Ivy, Katie, whatever you want to call me, but please talk to me nice because we are all about positive vibes. Because I promised today, July 9th, that I was going to behave myself, not choose violence, because this is Welcome to the Rawrrzone. You could catch us everywhere, www.rawrzonenyc.com. Gabri was looking at me. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. It's just me making jokes. I promise. RawrzoneNYC.com. You can catch us at our home of Puso 82.3 FM, Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course on the Evening Rush Radio Network, 10 p.m. Friday Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do this quick because Gabri gave me a new mission right now, and I'm kind of very tempted to make it via the clock right now, so they say. But before we introduce Gabri, we are in Sarcoma Awareness Month, a month dedicated to awareness for a rare and often overlooked form of cancer that affects thousands of individuals and families each year. We do this in honor of my friend Sean Sagid, who passed away in 2017 from intimal sarcoma. We started the Give Back for Sean initiative, supporting research and helping families impacted by sarcoma. We also give back to the artists that give back to us, whether it be through performance opportunities, on location interviews. Our last work to the Give Back, our artists have won some photo shoots, so they're currently getting that. CZK, our first place winner, had the media 4-interview media tour, and she got a photo shoot from Ian Visuals. So we make sure that we always give back to those that are giving back to us, but we honor those that are lost, and we invite you on July 25th to meet us at Sango Hall in Woodside, Queens for our next stop. This special evening will feature incredible performances from S-Rock, Note, Elliot Major, Rai Junero, Thought Provoker, and of course Songful Soul Voice. We got our resident DJ Ace of Spades, but most importantly, the proceeds from this event will go towards the Sarcoma Foundation of America, helping to fund research, education, advocacy, and support services for those affected by sarcoma. Whether you're attending because you support one of the artists, you support me or my partner, or you just are going because you are passionate in the cause, your presence is helping us make a difference. We're honoring Sean, we're honoring Kelly, we're honoring those that even if they didn't die from sarcoma, someone still died of something that you cared about. So we honor all of them. So please meet us July 25th as we continue to tell sarcoma to go fuck itself and turn music into impact and awareness into action. Whew. All right. Now, for the bread and butter of this, because I know there's some people here waiting. Hailing from Lyndhurst, New Jersey, we have this beautiful soul that's shown us that music is the gateway to the soul. She shows us both her vulnerability and confidence while she blends her vocals with experimental sounds and honest storytelling. She's here today to discuss the video and the song that we just saw, Fire and Ice, a song that marks her official reemergence as an artist. More than just another release, the record represents her confidence, growth, self-discovery, and stepping into her own creative identity after overcoming writer's block, stage fright, and the fear of fully embracing who she wants to become as an artist. You want to talk the creative process, you want to talk the music industry about building confidence. I think something that we can all relate to. Let's welcome the incomparable Gabri.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello. How are we doing tonight? Thank you so much for having me.
I'm good. First of all, shout out to Stellar for having you here.
Absolutely.
She has to be your biggest champion.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so grateful that we connected, and she's just been full of opportunities and motivation. And I've definitely never worked with anyone like that before, and it's definitely opened the doors to a lot of new opportunities and adventures for me so far. I've gotten so much done. We've worked on so much together already, and I'm excited for what's in store for the future.
Like, I don't want to sound like a kiss up, but being that I went to for my master's in PR, right? And she's the only person I've seen working this entertainment industry. And this is no shade. I swear to God, I'm not trying to throw shade, but when people talk about their actual degree, and it's not the whole I'm a PR because I've just been in the industry long enough and I know enough people. Like, she knows the technical
Yep.
terms. She knows what to do. Like, she studied
Yep.
the actual crisis communication, and I would sit there and after our interview, and we had a talk like maybe 45 minutes after,
Wow.
and I was
Yeah,
just like, wow,
she's great. She's full of information, full of guidance, full of expertise.
you know. And the way that she's turning her whole brand, just not from a PR agency, but now she wants to build visibility
Yep.
for her clients, and I think that's like amazing because that's so hard to do nowadays
Difficult. Yep. She's
with
trying to
social
put
media.
every artist on the map.
It's like social media is so oversaturated,
Mm-hmm.
and she's here trying to fight the whole algorithm.
Yep. Every day.
But before I start fangirling her, it's time to fangirl you.
Thank you.
Um, for those that don't know you, who is Gabri?
Gabri is a combination of all the versions of who I've been building myself to be. Gabri is me, but I will say my real name is Ava, and I started my musical journey in musical theater as a 4-year-old. And I worked that all the way up until high school. And then I realized I wanted to write music and write songs and have my own creative control. And while navigating that, I didn't want to just be known as Ava. I thought it was a little bit of a generic name. And I just wanted to stand out a little more. So I looked at my middle names because my mom couldn't pick one. So she gave me two. And she gave me Gabrielle Aislinn. So originally, when I wanted to become an artist and independent at that, I tried to cut those two names in half, and I came up with Brielle. And I didn't like that. I only used that for a couple of months, maybe a year. And then I went to Brielle, and then I didn't like that either. And but I always felt very attached to Gabrielle. Like my first email was Ava Gabby. Whenever I would make a username, it would always be Ava Gabby, Ava Gabrielle, Ava Gabrielle. I used to want to make Gabrielle my last name. So I knew I had to stick to that and stay true to that. But I wanted to be unique, and I wanted a name nobody else had. And then I looked at Gabrielle again, and I looked at Brielle, and I came up with Gabri. And now I'm Gabri. And I just keep reinventing myself. That's what I found. And I think Gabri is just a reinvention of other reinventions. She's like an evolution of prior evolutions that I've made in my artistic journey so far.
Looking back at in your journey, right? What version of yourself created Parachute, and how is Gabri different?
The version of me that created Parachute was definitely, she went by Brielle. That was definitely Brielle. But more internally, that was someone who was desperate to break out, to just put out a song, who was just ready to put herself out there any way, shape, or form. I hadn't really done the work or looked inside myself creatively yet. I just knew I wanted to start. I felt like I was running out of time. I was 24, about to be 24, and I was like, I haven't released a song yet. I've just posted videos online. I need to release a song. So I went all the way back in time, not too far back, but back to my college years, to a writing course, a songwriting course I did. And we had to find a beat for our final and just write a song to it. And I will say the first beat I found, one of the first or second beats that I found on YouTube that day for that assignment, I feel like the song wrote itself. I feel like Parachute wrote itself, but Parachute was a songwriting assignment. And it started out very differently. I had a completely different beat. I was connected to someone at the time who wanted to be my A&R. So he was purchasing it and he was trying to help me get on board. And I knew nothing of the industry. I was just, looking to write a song and grow myself. And then I reinvented Parachute later on in life. And I was like, I want to release a song right now. What can I do? I was having writer's block. I couldn't think straight. And I went back to Parachute and I went back into the studio and I worked with a few different engineers. I didn't, immediately feel called to one sound or one engineer. It took a lot of different hands dipping in. And I think that's also me trying to become certain of my sound and who I wanted to portray myself as an artist going forward. And I did the whole shebang. I worked it out. I got the beat. I recorded it. I wanted to release it. And I also wanted to do a music video. So I did everything I could to try to come out big and bold and make a name for myself right away. And I guess I definitely put all my eggs in one basket there. And I released Parachute. And I found over time that I was missing a lot, that I still didn't know a lot. I feel like I didn't know much about marketing or advertising or promotion. I just wanted the song and the video, and I hosted events, and there's just so much more to actually building a name. And I definitely thought I had done it all at that time because I was just so desperate to break out. And it was also a really safe song. Like lyrically, it just felt like, oh, the good girl next door, and playing it safe, playing it cool. And it just felt like the right song at the time to kind of introduce myself with.
What
Sorry,
made
that was.
you?
Go ahead.
What was the moment that made you know that it was time for you to reinvent yourself?
I was mentally exhausted trying to make that song bigger. I like I said, I put all my eggs in one basket with that. I didn't have a team. I didn't have any guidance. I was just going off what I thought would make me stand out the most. And I reached a little bit of a breaking point, and I just felt like I wrote that song at that time, 4 to 5 years ago, right in college. That was a different person, that was still just Ava. This is Asbriel trying to reinvent that, rather than actually looking inside who I was at that moment and who I wanted to become. And I would say July of last year, actually, I started thinking up Fire and Ice. And it was the first song that I had heard in my head, that popped into my head in years since college. I haven't really written a song. I've written verses for people, and it just wasn't the same. I didn't have a full idea in my mind. But I just remember being really exhausted trying to make Parachute something more, and feeling like it wasn't aligned with who I actually was and who I was becoming. It was just, me trying to go back. It was a safe move, but it was a desperate move to put that song out, and to do everything that I did. And I think I was just exhausted, and it allowed me to take a moment and look in the mirror and be like, is that really you? Is that the person you want to portray yourself as? Is that the same method you want to use every time? I knew I wanted to keep going, but I knew I had to approach things differently the next time. So I would say summer 2025 is when I started to be able to do that.
Tell us, how did it feel to feel? I feel like that's such a liberating feeling when you finally realize you're at the place that you're supposed to be at.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that point?
I was just I was working with some new people in my life, and I knew they were telling me you need to write another song. You can't just keep living off you can't keep basing everything off that song. You need to keep going. And that's a lot of pressure, especially for someone who didn't even recently write the song she just released. Like I said, the last time was when I wrote Parachute in college. So I was just feeling really pressured, and when am I going to be inspired? I was waiting for inspiration. I was when am I going to be inspired? When am I going to hear a beat and write to it again, like I did all those years ago? So it definitely started with pressure, but I feel like once I like stopped thinking about it is when the new lyrics, the new ideas, the new creative approach and control started to like flow into me. I know you haven't asked yet about how that came to be, how the song Fire and Ice came to be, but I think like letting go and like not trying to write a song and not trying to work on the next big thing like allowed for Fire and Ice to kind of enter the picture for me.
I mean, since we're getting into it, because without what you went through with Parachute, we wouldn't have gotten to where we are with Fire and Ice. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up because it's always
Yeah.
the path that makes what the diamond shine bright, right?
Yes.
So you'd mentioned that Fire and Ice was the first song that truly sounds like you. And
Yeah.
I find it interesting because you use the duality of obviously fire and ice, but yeah, you have the three personas: the muse, the row, and then the last one. I'm trying to say if it's not clicking in my head right now.
The muse, the girl, the fae. So
The
like we have like
fae. Sorry.
yes, no, that's okay. Um, that's actually interesting that you bring that up. You know, I didn't even clock that I have a song that's all about duality, but in my video I'm portraying three different characters. I didn't even clock that. Um, but
Yeah, I
would
see
you
things differently. I look. I
that's a really good thing to analyze and pick up on. I didn't. Like now I'm like, wait, what how did I get there? That's really good. Continue. What were you saying?
like what is what a part of the song was you, and then what brought the whole fire and ice, the whole concept of it.
So what brought it to be fire and ice duality? I originally saw that as, you know, energy. Um, the girl, right? Like me, coming from me. I'm being bold, right? I'm the fire. I'm saying like let me set your heart on fire, right? Like let me take you out of your shell. Let me like be the reason you can explore this side of yourself that you're not really comfortable with or familiar with. I saw it as like me initiating and me kind of opening the door for someone else to then feel comfortable to initiate. It's like a love story. It's definitely flirty. And they were like the ice, and I'm melting the ice, and I'm letting them come to show who they really are and their true colors and be in their element. Like I'm very elemental. Like I like to think of things that way. And I also am like very heavy into like astrology. And I actually have like no fire sign really in me. I'm actually a Cancer moon, which is more water, which is more aligned with ice. So I mean, like I think of like all those things in those ways. But I definitely saw it as like, you know, energy at first, like fiery energy versus like, you know, timid, cold, you know, like melty, like, you know, like breaking someone else down, like in a beautiful way, like in a way of like helping them be more comfortable with themselves because I am confident and comfortable with myself. It was sort of like that at first. And then I I played along with that for a long time. Like in my promo content, I did a lot of red, blue, mermaid, queen energy, you know, like when I'm like the fire, I'm like queen and like regal. And then when I'm like the ice side, I'm like watery and in tune with my emotions and still playing off like the elements. Um, and then I don't know. I actually had like no plan for the video. I knew I wanted a video. Um,
That was
but
a
I
really creative video, though.
thank you. I will give I can give insight as to like the specific inspiration in that, and like how those characters came to be. I think I caught people off guard. Like I said, like my promo content was very like
Oh yeah.
water, ice, like red, fire, like very like I stuck to that for a long time because it felt safe, right? It felt like that was like on theme for the type of song it was. And I was trying to play both those roles. And then out of nowhere, I came up with like 3 storylines that are actually based on 3 of the lyrics in the chorus. So I picked Set Your Heart on Fire, Put Your Wrists on Ice, Give Into Your Fantasy. I thought it would be cool to like build stories off those lyrics. For Set Your Heart on Fire, I wanted to be like the ordinary girl next door that doesn't have to do much. That's just being herself and coming out of her shell. And that's what drives that connection between her and the other person. It's just like this ordinary, like, crush that you don't see coming. And it's just a matter of you guys being 2 regular human beings, you know? And then the inspiration of that storyline, what you see visually is, I don't know if you've heard of it before, if you've ever watched it, Another Cinderella Story. It's like an old Disney movie with Drew Seeley and Selena Gomez.
Yes.
And I like loved like their chemistry and that storyline breakdown. And I love that dance scene where she first goes in and like he has no idea that she's there, but she knows that he's on the other side. So that's kind of where I picked up inspiration of like, oh, let me be like the girl next door who's going to dance class and has a crush on her teacher. And like eventually when he finds out that she exists, you know, like she sets his heart on fire and he realized like they have this beautiful thing that they share in common and like this love like sparks up. And I thought that would be like a really cool story for that part of the song. And that's where I got the inspiration from. It's one of my favorite old time Disney movies. And then, sorry, if you want to say something, you should definitely say it now.
No, I got so happy you mentioned that, right? Because when you said Drew Seeley, so do you remember the Cheetah Girls when the window?
Yeah.
So they were dancing to Drew Seeley's Dance With Me. So that's the exact scene I thought of when I was watching the video.
Wow. Okay, so you still thought Drew Seeley dance scene. That's good. That makes me feel like I did my job because I went back in time and I used that like 2000s Disney nostalgia. And that's like very much where my head is. Like I love to like reference those times. They were a big part of my childhood. And I watched Disney, like watching Selena, Demi, Miley, like those were all the people I looked at for like artistry and becoming, you know, the true artist. So yeah, that's really cool that you saw that you noticed that. Because I actually like wish that part of me wished that I said it more, that I kind of started with that and was like, this is what inspired me. But I'm actually like happy that I didn't because people are like picking up on it on their own. And it like kind of just reassures me that I like approached it and did it the way that I needed to.
It's like you brought back a time, because I always feel like in pop culture, right? That 07, 08 Disney era was really it for at least my generation. Because I'm not going to say, I don't, you know, because you're talking about college, so you look fairly young still.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm how many years out of college am I? I am 4 years out. I think I'm 4 years out of college.
Oh, I'm 10 years out.
Hey, that's not too far behind.
Listen, man, enjoy the youth. Oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. It's moving quick. It's moving quick.
The one thing I could definitely say, I definitely enjoyed my 20s, but I wish I had a better head on my shoulder when I started my career.
Yeah.
So the fact that you at whatever 20 years of age that you are.
20, almost 26.
No, you're not.
Yeah, why? Do I look younger?
Yes.
That's great news, because some places stopped IDing me, and I was like, yikes.
Oh my God. I'm surprised you... Listen, that's impossible. But,
thank you. I'm flattered.
What was one lyric, because I will go off on a tangent, but what was one lyric that didn't make the final version of the song because you felt like it might be too personal?
Too personal. You know, I wrote it literally like a year ago this month, and it went through many revisions. I'm trying to think. I don't think I ran into a lyric that would have been too personal because I feel like I wanted to get personal. I feel like I wanted to say more uncomfortable, like not uncomfortable things, but I kind of wanted to like show a side of myself that Parachute wasn't really allowing.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was on the bolder side and didn't mind, like, you know, getting into that. I feel like there was, I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't know if I will. There was a lyric that used to be in place of "If it's love, it ends with us." It was like, it was supposed to rhyme exactly with ice. And it just like, that one I kept going back to. I kept changing it. Even the lyric, guess that's something you're into. Now it's finally your turn. That one took got revised so many times too. I don't remember for sure what those lyrics were, but I remember trying to find the right way to like say what I wanted to say. Like, you know, the song, here we go with like 06, 07, right? You know the song Me and You by Cassie?
Yes.
So that part of Fire and Ice, the one that's like, the things that you've heard, guess that's something you're into. Now it's finally your turn. That's inspired by the message of that song. Like, I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do it. I do. They heard I was good. You know, like, so I like took from that and I really wanted to like, I guess the song, like even in the video, I'm really pulling from like my childhood and the 2000s and the industry that it was at that time. So I know that wasn't exactly your question, but I really wanted to try to find a way to creatively answer it that would still make it interesting. So I can't exactly remember the lyrics that were in place beforehand, but I do know that like I did revise them a lot of times and I did pull inspiration from that song as well. Cause I was like, I kind of like that. Like I wanted to like, I like my biggest fear with writing lyrics, and I think why I get writer's block is because I don't want to say anything that's already been said, even though that kind of works. It sells, you know, people, it's like constantly relatable for people. But I feel like once I figure out the intention of what I'm saying and the message of what I'm saying, then I don't care so much anymore. Like I feel like that clicked for me. Like the Cassie reference, the Cassie inspiration with that part of the song. Like once I realized, okay, it's basically saying the same thing and that's exactly what I wanted to say, but in Gabri's way, but in a way that works with the duality or the three characters, like then it like made it like was a relief. And I realized like, okay, like I don't have to like be so in my head about like saying something new that nobody's ever heard. Cause honestly, that's not what people relate to. They want to kind of hear the same thing. They just want to hear it in your way. They want to hear it from me, right? Like they've never heard it from me. So this is the way that I'm saying it. And this is the inspiration I pulled from it. So yeah, I'm sorry that wasn't like exactly the question, but
No, that's fine. Listen, like I said, like I told you before when we were talking about it, I want to hear your story behind it.
Yeah.
So this is your place to actually speak your voice.
Thank you.
You did talk about though struggling with stage fright and writer's block.
Yes.
How do you work through that, being that you know you still do live performance and everything?
The stage fright is still getting me. I just kind of like agree to perform. I kind of just like put myself in the position to do it anyway. Because if I say no, then I'm never gonna learn to be comfortable with it. I'm never gonna get better at it. But it's still such a struggle for me, and it's so crazy because when I was a kid and I did the musical theater thing, I was in a theater school for like years, and we performed every June, and there was no room for me to have stage fright. You know, like I had been doing that since I was 4. Like all of that kind of like went away very naturally over time. Like I don't ever remember like it ever messing me up on stage, like it ever compromising my performance. Like I feel like I was always very regimented about that. And like if I was nervous, it was more so backstage. Once I was on stage, like I was having fun and I remembered everything. Like I would be able to like do plays, and like if someone forgot a line, I'm not even trying to hype myself up right now, believe me. But if someone forgot a line, I would be able to like say their line for them to help them help them remember, like while we were on stage, you know, like I was like familiar, like I was comfortable on stage. And then COVID hit and I was in college, and there weren't many opportunities to perform while I was in college, especially with COVID hitting. And I also hadn't really found my place. It was just a lot of like what I had to do, what I had to like study in my major. And I went for music. So I did ear training, I did music theory, but those aren't like performance classes, they're, basic training and understanding like writing music itself and understanding all of that, like the inside of music, like piano. I was required to take piano. But yeah, I did choir, but like that was really it. So when I had that period of time where I wasn't individually performing anymore, and that was something I was so used to for like majority of my life, I feel like I got scared, and I feel like I started posting myself on TikTok, and one of my videos went viral, and that opened up a whole new world for me, and people started to criticize me like I hadn't ever really heard my voice into, like, I feel like hearing people critique my voice like made me start to hear it differently. I started to get in my head more. So like my mindset changed after I like, took a break from performing and went kind of to social media to like continue doing it because I wasn't doing it. And I got stage fright, and now I'll go on stage, and if I'm nervous, I will mess up. Like that's something that would never happen before. But now like I'll miss the note, or I'll forget a word, or like I'm not savvy anymore the way that I used to be. It's something, and I haven't like been doing it enough to like kind of get back to that place yet, but that's what I would really like to master, because I feel like performing, especially as an independent artist, like it's one of the biggest ways to like kind of get an audience, a fan base, and get people familiar with you and feel like, oh, that person sounds like their song, they're real, and I feel like that's really important. So I would really like to get better at that. And like, yeah.
How important do you feel? So you were talking about how you allowed, the negative opinions from the trolls on social media to get to you, but being that you're sitting here completely confident.
Thank you.
It's going to the contrary of what you telling me right now.
It's definitely a mask. I feel like it's not the healthiest approach, but sometimes faking it till you make it actually can help. Like it kind of just like trains your brain. Like at first you're just doing it to get through it, and then over time it's like, oh, it becomes a habit. It becomes a bit like a pattern. And I think like especially talking, I love to talk. That's like just a personality thing. Love to talk. I love to like explain my ideas. So I feel like maybe that's where that's coming from. But when it comes to my voice, I am like so protective and like scared now, more than ever before, just because I feel like I went on social media and social media just keeps growing. And I feel like I was in a smaller circle of like talent. Like I didn't really hear what different voices could do. And now, you have like this person can do this person can do that. And I'm like sitting there like, I want to do that. I want to go viral for that, right? Like every video goes viral and you're like, I want to hop on that trend, but I can't do it. And I'll sit there and I'll keep trying and trying and trying. And like, I think it became that for me, like comparing myself and trying to like align with like the trends. And like, yeah, like it just took me out of my element. And I feel like Fire and Ice kind of fortunately helped me come back into myself and discover myself and do cool. Like I feel like my real passion is building stories. Like I love to sing, but I love to turn that into a story. Like I love like everything that you see in the video, like what I wear, like all of that's intentional. Like all of that is something like it's a part of the story. Go ahead, because I will keep going. Go ahead.
Have you thought of working in production? Like maybe you need to work with Stellar. Like,
oh yeah, I'm my own creative director. Nobody creative directs any of my stuff. It's all me. All my photo shoots, all my video shoots. It's all me. It's all my ideas. So it's like there is passion in singing and performing, but like the real end goal is like me telling a story about myself through those outlets of creativity and art.
do you think, as you overcome everything and you're going through this, do you feel like the fear will ever completely disappear, or do we now find ways to just protect ourselves and to keep going through it?
I would love to get to a place where I don't care what anybody thinks. I would love to get to a place where even I don't care what I think in the moment where I'm not feeling great about myself. I would love to be able to bypass that and get to a place where I'm like, I know I can sing. And even if I don't sound like this person or that person, like I'm good as I am. And I still have a story and a talent and a gift to offer that someone might, relate to and be inspired by. And like I try to like think of it, instead of thinking of it so big, I would like to just like make it like this like internal journey for like myself and whoever listens. Like it's really like more personal than that for me. Like I feel like I used to want to be a really famous big star, and now I'm just concerned about like being authentic and telling my story. And I feel like if I get to a place where I don't really care how big or how small it takes off, I feel like I'll be like I feel like I'm already starting to get to that point. But that's like really what I would have to work on. But I feel like as long as I'm like continuing to follow in my path and my creative direction, I feel like I might be able to bypass the fears.
I like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
How important, like I said, you were talking about the production, that everything is all you. So how important was fashion and visual branding when telling the Fire and Ice story?
It was so important. It was so much fun. Like I said, originally, I, tried to play off that elemental duality, fire, ice, what that would look like, red, blue. Um, and I will say my favorite shoot, I don't know if you got any flicks of it or any preview of it. It's on my social media. Was probably when I was like a mermaid, when I looked like a mermaid, which was supposed to represent ice and like vulnerability.
Hold
Like
on.
my
I'm gonna sound like a stalker right now, but I'm about to go
no,
on your
that's okay.
Instagram share.
That's okay. It was my favorite shoot. It it turned out so much better and more like it was a vision I didn't even have until after my videographer did it, which he's amazing. Shout out Jose Castillo. He's great. He's in Bali right now. I'm gonna need him to come back so we can get back to work, but he's incredible. And I'm always really comfortable behind his lens, and that was like our like third shoot together. Oh hey, yes, right there, like the
This
article.
one,
Yeah. Yeah.
I loved it, especially when the the article visuals came out. I'm like, oh, and then I
Yeah.
saw this. I'm like, oh my god, she's so pretty.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Art, fashion, any visual representation is very important to me. It might be more important to me than the actual song, which is outrageous. But yeah, that was my favorite. Um, I loved mixing that with that one. So that one's like my confident, fiery side. This is my like vulnerable, emotional side. And I found like that top on Etsy. It's got
Yeah,
like
this is a nice outfit.
thank you. The skirt was from like Amazon, like or like something like that. Like I literally just like pieced it together. Um I got like the ear from Etsy. I was like, how can I make this look icy, but like have it represent like that emotional, personal side to it. The way I did my hair. Um, that was promo for my event to release the video. See, that's me. That's good for this question because that's me playing on all the looks in my video, all the looks that I've done for the rollout. That was like the theme, like I'm releasing the video, but it's like fashionable. Like, please come dressed up, get your picture taken on the red carpet. Like that was the whole theme of that event. So yeah, it was all of that is really important to me. It's probably more like fun to me like writing a song, which is crazy. I would love to just keep writing because I have so much to say, but I'm always overthinking the words. So, but like one thing that I don't overthink is my visual. Like I feel like that's always come the most natural to me, and it's like so much fun. And Yeah.
I was really enjoying like the visual aspect of it. I'm like, this is really
Thank
smart.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
If someone could understand you just by watching the video, what would
Mhm.
you want them to see?
That all three of those people are the same person. And I'm not talking about like same person as Ava. They're all Ava or they're all Gabri. Like all those different, how do I like, you could literally, that's like kind of the point of that video, that like, and that's kind of like how I would see myself in a way, right? Like you can be the girl next door, but you could also be, in someone else's eyes, the muse, or in your eyes, the muse, right? Like you inspire yourself or you inspire someone else to like go out there and follow your passion. That's kind of what the muse represents. Like it's like the inspiration marker. And then the fae is like this healing energy and this like kind of like internal, like, restoration of like everyday life and everyday challenges, kind of like a reset. So I think that's what I wanted to do. Like, yes, I made three different characters, but they can all coexist together. All those energies, all those beings, all those people can be one. And I think that's how I see myself, right? That's how I saw the vision. I saw like I want to portray myself as the girl next door. I want to portray myself as the muse, and I want to portray myself as the fantasy. And I feel like people can be all three of those things or more of those things, but I feel like one person can embody all three. And I think that's what I was going for, because that's how I envisioned it for me. When I made it, I was like, I am all three of these beings and these energies.
What is the rest of the year looking like for you?
Rest of the year looking like for me, I am back in the studio and I am just sitting down playing something, even if it's like a note or a key on the piano. I don't care. I need to just write. I need to write, and it can sound sloppy. I can't be afraid of that. And I will piece it together after something's come out. I feel like it just needs to be out there, and then I can like connect the dots of what sounds good and what the message is. But I have like so much I want to talk about and share with people. I think that's another passion of mine. I love to like share and story tell, with whatever I do, especially with the music I make. So I would really like to keep creating. I would like to keep writing, and I would love to release some sort of project. I do have like another idea in mind in regards to fashion. So I will say that too, that I do kind of want to build something with fashion in relation to the music I'm making or I've already made. I would really love to dive into that because, as you know now, like that's something I'm super passionate about. And I feel like I've kind of made a theme in my recent rollout. But the rest of the year looks like to me pushing myself to release more music. And I definitely will. I'm just putting it out there into the universe so it can happen. Because if I can't make it happen, at least the universe will be aligned with me to make it happen with me.
I love it. I love it. Gabri, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. You're
And
actually perfect timing because I am on 5%, like rapidly decreasing
I
on the computer.
made it. I made it.
it. Yay!
Yes. And in the meantime, love, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok mostly. I should definitely get more platforms to be reached at. But you can find me at Sincerely Gabri. I'm obviously TikTok, Instagram. I'm also on every streaming platform to listen to Fire and Ice. And my music video just came out on June 26th. It is on YouTube. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Get into your nostalgic bag if you're a 2000s baby like me. And yeah, enjoy yourself. Get into your duality. You can be everything at once. That's what I feel like I am. And I'm just learning to embody that and embrace that because we can't just stick to one thing all the time. It's too hard. Life is a bundle of everything. And I think it's important to embody all of that. And I'm having fun doing it. So I hope it can inspire you to do the same.
All right, guys, this was an amazing episode of Welcome to the Rawrrzone. Thank you all for being here today. You can catch us everywhere, www.rawrzonenyc.com, Booster 82.3 FM, and of course the Evening Rush Radio Network. I leave you all with these parting words of love, confidence, and peace.
I've got one more thing to say, and it'll only take me a second. I've got 2 words that I want you all to remember. They're very important. And if I leave you with anything, I'm going to leave you with these 2 words. And those 2 words are, I'm Batman.
Good night, guys.
Thank you. Good night.